Like I said, if I start to cry, please excuse me. So guys, give me a second. What's up, loves? It's your girl Toria Raven. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, I would truly appreciate it, and click that notification bell and press all so you can be notified when your girl uploads a video. So guys, as you see from the title below, I will be giving you an update video telling you where I've been, why I took my break for 365 days plus more, because you guys were getting on me like, girl, where have you been? Like, did you quit YouTube? Like, so I'm gonna cover all that today, so watch the full video. And also, I have some exciting news to share with you guys, so make sure you stay to the end. So guys, I am going to cover it all, the good and the bad, okay, and the ugly. Okay, I was gonna do 2 parts to this video, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock it out in one video, because it's just like, we gotta move on with our life. We gotta keep it pushing, keep it positive, and keep positive energy going into our life. So I'm just going to knock this out in one video. So guys, I have a notebook here that I wrote down to give me like a guideline to tell you guys what was going on with me, because it's been a lot. It's been a long year, like, and things have changed within this year with me, guys. Since the last time you see me, like, a lot has changed, a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the bad first, plus the ugly. Go ahead and knock that out, because we don't want that. We just want to go ahead and get that done, because sis, it was literally bad and ugly. So guys, before we get into the bad and ugly, let's just take it way back to 2020, because child, 2020 was a mess.
Devastating fires in Australia, killing at least 18 people, forcing tens of thousands from their homes.
Iran says it will take revenge for the U.S. killing of its most powerful military commander, General Qasem Soleimani.
And his wife Meghan are making a radical break, ceasing to be working members of the royal family.
Nancy Pelosi will announce a formal impeachment inquiry against President Trump.
Retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash.
Is broadcast to a near-empty street in Wuhan, and even if residents feel well, they could still be a carrier of the new coronavirus.
In China, health officials have announced they expect to see the coronavirus outbreak intensify.
The Italian government tonight put the entire country on lockdown.
The World Health Organization has declared coronavirus a global pandemic.
Today I am officially declaring a national emergency.
This is the fastest 10% drop from the highs in the entire history of the stock market.
The 2020 Summer Olympics, now the latest major sports cancellation caused by the global pandemic.
He could not breathe after an officer knelt on his neck.
The United States is being rocked by an explosion of violence and anger.
In more than 100 cities, thousands of workers participated in a protest for both racial and economic justice.
This Asian giant hornet found in Blaine, Washington,
can potentially wipe out honeybees in North America.
Of more than 500 California wildfires.
Breaking news from Lebanon. The capital, Beirut, has been hit by a massive explosion.
At 43, after a valiant 4-year fight, Chadwick Boseman lost his battle with colon cancer.
Joe Biden has won the American presidential election.
The coronavirus vaccine is 90% effective.
Several European countries have introduced travel restrictions on people coming from the UK.
The British Prime Minister has announced a second lockdown in England.
Now that we're back, I can just say that not just only me, everybody has had a very, very, like, unbalanced year. Like, from 2020 to 2021, like, I just feel like a lot of people are recuperating from 2020 and still trying to pick up the pieces, and I am one of those people. Like, I feel you. If you feel the same way, we're on track. We're with each other. We're one-on-one with each other, because girl, I'm still trying to recuperate. I'm still trying to get over a lot of things, and I'm actually doing it really well with healing and meditation and prayer. So guys, I'm gonna get to it. Like I said before, I have this notebook here. It is basically like a guideline on what has happened, and I wrote it down in order so I could be on track, because sometimes I just be getting off track. So let's just start. So first things first, Kobe's death. Now, everybody knows that Kobe Bryant's death was a toll on everybody. Even if you're not a basketball fan, it's just like, how can you not love Kobe? Like, when Kobe Bryant died, and his daughter and all those other people that died in that helicopter crash, like, it took a toll not just on America but the world. And I feel like people that are 90s babies and before 90s babies really have a close relationship with Kobe Bryant, because that's all we know. Like, in a way, that's all we know is Kobe Bryant, besides other basketball stars. But Kobe Bryant was definitely top tier. And it was just like, when he passed away, it was like a cousin passed away, or an uncle, or a father, like just a close family member. So it was a quiet day in America. Hell, the whole world was quiet when Kobe Bryant passed away. And it was just more of a wake up to a lot of people, including me. Like, it was just like, you could be here today and gone tomorrow. So make your life count. Like, make memories on memories, and always check up on your family. Always tell them you love them, and because you never know when it's your last day here. Guys, and another thing, losing my nanny job. So I lost my nanny job over laundry, sis. The sis fired me over laundry. Pettiness, like pettiness. But honestly, when I got fired over laundry, I wasn't really all sad about it. I was actually kind of like, okay, like, and that's not me. Like, because I've never been fired from a job. So this was my first time experiencing being fired from a job. She fired me basically because I didn't finish all the loads of laundry. And it was like 20 loads of laundry. Like, when I had to take care of other things in the household as a nanny. And if you're a nanny, you should definitely know, like, 20 loads of laundry in like a 4-hour time just don't mix. I'm exaggerating, but it was almost like 20 loads of laundry, like 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. Are you kidding me? But anywho, I just felt like my presence wasn't meant to be there in a way. You know how you just be somewhere, you just feel like this is not for me. When she fired me, I was okay. I was like, oh, well, okay, well, you know what? It's all right. I have so much nanny experience, so much child education experience. I'm gonna pick right back up to where I started. It's no problem. Then, right after that, COVID was all over the news. COVID this, COVID that, COVID this, COVID that. So it's like, what in the world is going on? Like, what is this COVID? And why is it trying to invade us? Like, what in the hell? So COVID is in the air because nobody knows what's going on with COVID. Nobody knows the symptoms. Nobody knows how long it can last. Like, it's just all in the air with COVID. So during this time, I was living with the roommate at the time. And guys, I was living in a basement apartment. I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that, because some basement apartments are really nice compared to a lot of apartments here in Jersey. Up north, basement apartments are a thing. Like, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's nothing to be ashamed about. But our basement was kind of small, but it was right for us. Like, my room was the right size for me. Her room was the right size for her. But sis was nasty. Disgusting. Ew. Ew. Like, guys, when I say I had to deal with dirty dishes, dirty laundry in our living room, because she was already living there before me. So I just moved in. So, you know, I was in her space basically. But it was just like dirty laundry everywhere. And then she would leave the dirty laundry on the living room sofa for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, people would come by, Amber would come by, and Babe would come by, and it's just like, what the heck? I can't even really have people over here if I wanted to, because sis be leaving the house in a freaking mess. Like, it's disgusting. Like, guys, hygiene products being exposed, if you know what I mean. If you're a female, you know what I'm talking about. Like, disgusting. So I had to deal with that. Then COVID. Then they're talking about a lockdown. So it's just all this type of stuff. Now, during this time also, a lot of police brutality was happening. Police brutality is not unknown when it comes to African Americans, or people of color in general. But I just felt like in 2020, police brutality was just a lot. Like, it was just killing after killing after killing. Like, so many people were getting killed. People were getting killed in their home while they were asleep. Like, it was just a lot of things going on. And me being African American, it kind of tore me down in a way. And it was just like, 2020 was also, I can say, this is my opinion, I just feel like for African American, it was very scary. It was a cold world. It was a cold world for people of color in 2020. It was really terrible. And it was just like, oh my goodness, people are dying by police brutality. People can't even sleep in your own home at peace. You know, it's just like, you don't know who to trust and you don't know where to go. So it was just so much. And mind you, my anxiety was going through the roof. It wasn't as bad, but let's go to when my anxiety started to go through the roof. Now, New Jersey state of emergency is on news saying that we are going to be locked down. They don't know how long we're going to be locked down because of COVID, but you need to remain inside except if you're an essential worker or you're going to grocery shop, all that stuff of that nature. Okay? So mind you, let's go back. I have no job. Okay? No income coming in. No moolah. No nothing. And then the job that I was doing at the time, the nanny job, was under the table. So I didn't have any rights to unemployment because it was under the table. None whatsoever. Right? So thank God I paid like 3 months advance. But when those 3 months were over, sis, ciao. The struggle was real. I'm over here going through it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay rent. You know, bills still had to be paid because during this time still, people still don't know what's going on. Yes, we're locked down, but people are still calling for bills because it's just like people are still kind of working in a way. You know what I'm saying? So people are still asking for rent. These representatives were calling for the student loan money and car insurance and all this stuff like that. So things had to get paid. So me being who I am, I'm very independent and I'm a go-getter. So me not having no income and not having no moolah, not having stability, your girl was going through it. I was really going through it, y'all. I was going through it. And like, if I cry, please excuse me, because it's just, it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. So, like I said, I wasn't qualified for unemployment benefits because I was working under the table. Now, we are on full lockdown. You cannot go outside, really. The tri-states are New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York. On the East Coast, oh, we did not play. We were locked down. We was the first 3 states to actually lock down before any other state on the East Coast, I think. I'm not sure, but I think so, because our numbers were really like up and down. But guys, when I say that the cops were, it was like speakers. Cops were right by, and this is the so-and-so police department, stay inside, all this stuff. Like, they started giving people fines if you were outside after a certain time. They started doing curfews, all this stuff like that. So it's just like, you really can't go outside unless you have the grocery shop. Lines are just long as hell. Like, it's just crazy. Everybody masked up, gloves. Nobody wants to want you close to them. Nobody wants you to talk to them. And then if y'all know, if you're from Jersey, y'all know it's no hospitality here. Me being a Southern girl, it's no hospitality. So when COVID came around, oh really, people really showed their asses. Seriously, people in Jersey already showed their asses, but they really showed their asses when COVID came. Like, people wasn't having it. Like, people was not having it. So guys, my anxiety was going through it. I don't have no income coming in. Bills are piling up. You know what I'm saying? My family down south, my mom, my sister, my grandparents, like my niece, they're down south. I can't see my mom. I can't see them because of COVID. Traveling bans, you can't travel nowhere. They were even talking about you can't even travel in the car at that time. You know? Then it was just like, at the end of the day, I have my grandparents up here. They're 30 minutes away, but I can't touch them. I can't hug them. I can't kiss them. I can't do anything because they're older. Like, literally isolation by yourself, literally. And my anxiety was going through the roof, guys. Like, and then just the news wasn't making it more better. It was just like people were dying. It was just a lot going on, and people are dying. They don't know the symptoms. They don't have nothing to cure this virus, nothing. So Easter 2020, guys, this is, like I said, if I start to cry, please excuse me. So guys, give me a second. Sorry guys, I had to get myself together, but I just wanted to share this with you guys because you're like family to me, and this is very therapeutic to me. So, and I just feel like we are one. So I'm going to share this with you guys. So Easter 2020 was the most traumatizing like day ever. Guys, I had a mental breakdown. I had a mental breakdown. I had so many thoughts in my head. I can't go outside. I don't have any income coming in. What if I lose my apartment? You know, I have bills piling up. And like I said, at the time, there wasn't no COVID relief for anybody at the time. It came on later, but not during that time for any bills. You know, people that I knew were getting sick, people that I knew were passing away, stuff like that. I can't go outside. I can't see my friends. I'm thinking about my grandparents and 30 minutes away and down south, and how it's changing their mental drastically. 2 things that you probably left with 2020 or seen happening to you in 2020 is anxiety and depression. Like, guys, I was so depressed. I even broke up with babe for a day. Like, I was going through it. Like, I was just thinking about everything. Mind you, I was in my room like 2 days before Easter, just in the dark, crying, like don't know what I'm supposed to do, like going through it. I even called my sis Amber to talk to her about things. My mom. It was at the point where I felt like I should not be here. So I was having thoughts. Even nobody knows this. Nobody knows this, okay? So my mom doesn't even know this, but I thought about leaving this world. I thought I would be better away from this world than on it. And it was a hard Easter at that. So that's how I knew the devil was just playing with me, because like I said before, I'm such a strong girl and, you know, so independent, go-getter, and things were just changing drastically, and it was just so traumatizing. You know, things were just going on. Politicians are not good. People are getting killed that are African American. No justice is being served at that time, and it was just things that were just hitting me back to back to back. And guys, I had thoughts of leaving this earth, and I never had those thoughts ever in my mind. So guys, that day, like later on that night, I just prayed to God, and I just prayed, and I just prayed, and I just prayed, and I just prayed, and I just prayed. And the next day, I don't know what happened. Like, it's just like I blacked out. Guys, I'm telling you the truth. Like, I prayed that night and I just blacked out. Like, I don't know what happened, but I blacked out. I woke up until the next day, and it was bright outside, because during those days, I noticed from Kobe Bryant's death to everything that I just described before, it was always gloomy. No sunlight. The weather was terrible. I don't know if you guys in Jersey remember, but it was always gloomy or raining. So it was just terrible. And the next day, it was just sun, and it was just bright, and something told me, get yourself up, shower, put your clothes on, clean this room, get some sunlight in this room, get yourself together, go outside. And guys, that's what I did. And I just fell to my knees, and I just thank God, because it was just like, you know, it's just been so much. Something was just telling me it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Like, you get yourself up and don't give up. Keep it moving. Keep your faith. And that's what I did. And I'm just so happy that I'm here today. And because it was not easy. And I know a lot of people feel this way too, because 2020 was very hard. Very hard. And it's just a blessing, because where I am today compared to then, it's just like, it's a blessing. You never know what life is going to take you. Like, it's just a blessing. I have my water right here because my mouth gets a little dry. All you country girls out there, it's nothing like a mason jar, honey. It's something about a mason jar. I don't know. It's just like a beverage in a mason jar is just top tier. Good old spring water. So my birthday comes, and I was way better then, guys. Y'all can check out my birthday vlog. I'm gonna put it down in the description box below. But I was very happy. That's when I started to, you know, feel more uplifted, and I was getting better. So I think around April, the end of April. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. Before then, I was applying to jobs, essential jobs, like jobs that I never thought I would work at. I applied because my mom always instilled in me, you gotta do what you gotta do. even if you don't want to do it, if you got to pay your bills or have food in your belly, sometimes you have to step out of the box and do what you got to do to survive. So that's what I did. So your girl got a job at Amazon. I'm not gonna say which location, obviously, but I got a job at Amazon, and I worked there for like 2.5 months, child. 2.5 months. I was a steward in Amazon, and I always told myself I would never ever work in a warehouse. It really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad for the first couple of weeks, but after that, it was different, sis. It was different. Feet was hurting. I have flat feet, so my feet was on fire. Okay, a whole different type of change. So I worked at Amazon for 2.5 months, and I just got tired. I was like, you know what, this ain't me. Like, this is not me. I can't do this. I cannot do this. So, and during this time also, COVID is just on a high, okay? It's going through the roof. People are dying every day. People are more contagious. Like, COVID is going through the roof. So every day, I kid you not, I will get an alert. So Amazon has an alert system. And they tell you some things throughout, you know, for time to time. So the alert system notified us of people being positive of COVID. I kid you not, I got an alert almost every day or every other day, and I was just like, oh no, like, I cannot do this. Like, I'm putting my life at risk, but I need the money, and I just can't. So you know what, I was like, you know what, I'm just keep doing this until I find something. So I was applying to other jobs like daycares, because things were kind of getting better. So I was just like, you know what, let me just you know, work this out, and then once I get something, then I'll leave Amazon. So I wasn't getting anything. So you know what, I was just, you know, I need to take a vacation. So yes, guys, during the high rise of COVID, I took a vacation down in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach to be exact. Me and Babe drove down to Myrtle Beach, and we had a good time, and it was something that I needed. We took all the precautions, like we sprayed the room, we cleaned the room, we did everything that we needed to do. We had our mask on, we were okay. And we had a good ass time, and I needed that. That was just like the cure of my healing. I needed that, and it was just amazing. So that was around July when we went, like the first week of July when we went to Myrtle Beach. So we had a good time, and this is the time where Babe, you know, met my mom and my down south family for the first time. So it was just good vibes, and I needed to go home, because when I go back home to South Carolina, I just find peace in myself, you know, because it's quiet, it's not too much going on compared to Jersey, and it's just where my heart is. So I'm comfortable in my environment, if you get what I'm saying. So guys, yes, that was the bad and the ugly of 2020 for Sy'Toria Raven. Now let's get to the exciting part. On July 4th, I was in Eagle Springs, celebrating the 4th with my grandparents, my mom, my sister, my niece, Babe, of course. And your girl got a guy! Oh my God! Wow! It was the happiest day of my life, guys. I'm gonna insert a picture of us, and I would insert the video, but it's so country, y'all. Let me tell y'all. So my grandma got this big chicken fan, because it was hot. July, it is hot, okay? Down south, it is blazing. She had the chicken fan on in the back, and you couldn't really hear Babe in the video, but I heard what he was saying. And y'all, I was just, oh my God, cry me a river. Your girl was happy and just, so your girl is engaged. We've been engaged for a year now, and we're going to get married very soon. And it's just crazy how God changes your life. Like, it's just crazy. And I'm just so excited. Like, I just can't, because it's just like, for where I was to now, it's just a blessing. And guys, we got our first apartment together. Like, we got our first apartment in October, and we've been just blessed ever since. Like, of course, we have our ups and downs. You know, everybody's still recuperating. We just keep the faith and keep it pushing, keep it moving, because that's all we can do. But guys, I just want to say, if you went through something similar to me, I just want to say, you know what? You're here. Look where you are. You're standing, you're alive, you're healthy. It's nothing better than that. Nothing. And if you pray to God, Allah, whoever you pray to, just give thanks, because a lot of people didn't make it here, but we did. So that shows something. Our purpose is still here to be fulfilled. So I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you for watching the full video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell so you can be notified when your girl uploads her next video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Spam my comments with sunflowers and roses. Peace and blessings.